Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters, and welcome to those who are new to the Manila Cathedral. Welcome to all pilgrims coming to the Manila Cathedral. And I also would like to greet those who are following us online, whether they are at their homes or workplace or traveling. My dear sisters and brothers, last Sunday, in the first reading, if you remember, we heard the story of the fall of man. We heard the story of Adam and Eve. And there, in spite of the many blessings that God gave them, there was paradise, there was everything that they need to live. In spite of that, they wanted more. There was only one condition God gave them. You may have everything here. You may eat anything here except the fruit of that tree of knowledge. Yun lang. That's the only condition given to them. And yet, they wanted more. They were not satisfied with what they had. They wanted to eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge. Isn't that the story of many of us? Nasa kanya ng lahat, gusto pa ng mas marami. Ang dami-dami ng pagpapala, gusto pa ng mas marami. Never satisfied. And because of that, they disobeyed. Our first parents disobeyed the Lord. And because of their disobedience, everything was taken away from them, and they were sent out of the paradise. You see, when there is disobedience, there is punishment. When there is obedience, there is blessing. Tandaan natin yan. Sa bawat pagsunod, may pagpapalang kasunod. And today, our first reading is about another story, the story of Abraham. He was first called Abram. The name was changed only after. And then the Lord said to Abram, "Go forth from the land of your kinsfolk. Leave your father's land. Leave your kinsfolk. Live your comfortable life. And I will send you to the land that I prepared for you." There was an invitation to Abram. Leave your house. Leave your relatives. Live your comfortable life. And I will send you to a land that I prepared for you. And what did the first reading say? Abram went as the Lord directed him. Sumunod si Abram sa utos ng Diyos. You see, in the first reading of last Sunday, there was disobedience that resulted in punishment. Today, in the first reading, there was obedience that resulted in blessing. And do you wonder how old Abram was when he left his comfortable zone? He was 75. He was 75 when he left his comfort zone and went to a place he had no idea about. Marami sa atin, pag 75, retired na no? Okay? Yung mga pari po, by canon law, they have to retire at the age of 75. Ako, 67 na ngayon So, ilang taon na lang. No? Yung mga bishops, and even the cardinal will have to submit their resignation or retirement to the Pope at the age of 75. So depende na lang kung tatanggapin ni Pope yung kanilang resignation letter. 75 was the age of Abraham when he left for another place. Dapat retired na siya. He could have said to the Lord, Lord, I am old. Lord, my relatives are here. Lord, this is my comfort zone. Di ba? Ganyan tayo eh. Ang hirap iwanan yung mga nakasanayan eh. Di ba? Sa upuan lang sa simbahan eh, may mga nakasanayan na kayong upuan eh. Laging nasa harap, no? Okay, lando sa gilid, malapit sa electric fan, no? Pag pinalipat mo, sabi, Father, dito na ako nasanay eh. Upuan pa lang yon, na? Pero sinunod ni Abraham ang utos ng Diyos. It was not a blind submission. It was not a blind submission. It was a sign of deep trust. It was a sign of deep trust in the Lord. Abraham does not yet know where he is going. Hindi naman sinabi ng Panginoon eh, dito kita dadalhin sa lupang ito, ganito ang description. Wala. No mention of where and how. What kind of life awaits him? And yet, in spite of not knowing everything, he obeyed, for he knows who is calling him. Hindi mahalaga kung saan, ang mahalagay kung sino ang nag-uutos. Kaya mga minamahal kong kapatid, ito ang unang lesson sa atin ng unang pagbasa. Sumunod ka, ang Diyos ang bahala sa iyo. Gawin mo ang gusto niya, ang Diyos ang bahala sa iyo. Kasi kuminsan, nangangatwiran pa tayo no? Lord, wag naman ganito, wag naman siya, no? Okay. Hinihingi ng Panginoon ng isang bagay sa atin. Talikuran mo yan, iwan mo yan. Lord, mahal ko mga ganun banat, no? Pero ang sinasabi sa atin ng Panginoon ng pagbasa, sumunod ka, ako ang bahala. And I think that is what is meant by the gospel sentence from the voice in the cloud. This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. Why is God pleased with the Son of Man, with Jesus? Sabi niya, ito ang aking anak, ang bugtong kong anak na aking kinalulugdan. Siya'y kalugod-lugod sa akin. Why do you think God is pleased with the Son of God? God is pleased with Jesus Christ. Why? Because the Son of Man, the Son of God, is an obedient God, obedient Son. Ang anumang gusto ng Ama, ginagawa ng anak. Ang anumang iutos ng Ama, sinusunod ng anak. Kaya ang sabi ng Ama, yan ang aking anak, aking kinalulugdan. You see, when we obey God, we will be like Jesus, pleasing to the Lord. Sometimes the Lord will ask us to do something difficult. It will mean sacrifice on our part. But if we do what the Lord commands, we will be pleasing to Him. Ito ang aking mga anak na lubha kong kinalulugdan. My dear brothers and sisters, on this second Sunday of Lent, let us examine ourselves and ask, ano yung mga gustong ipagawa ng Diyos sa akin na hanggang ngayon ay aking tinatanggihan? Ano yung mga paanyaya ng Diyos sa akin na gawin ko at hanggang ngayon ay hindi ko sinusunod? Tandaan natin, sa bawat pagsunod, may pagpapalang kasunod. Amen.